Well, welcome everybody to our tech playground on using Flip for video discussions. I'm Sharon Norris, the regional training coach from the Northern Bluegrass, and Julie Halitska, who is the regional training coach from Jefferson. She and I are looking forward to kind of playing together during this session. So this is going to be a little bit of a different trainers connection because we are all just going to spend a little bit of time exploring Flip and learning its features. And in the May Trainers Institute, there were several trainers that told us that Flip is their favorite new tool to use during training to encourage engagement. And so we thought it would be a good one to explore. So here's our roadmap for what we're going to do today. First, we're just going to give you a quick introduction of Flip, tell you a little bit about it. Then the second thing is we are all going to practice making a short video, and don't worry, we will show you how. Then after we come back and debrief from making a video, then we're going to go into our tech playground and we're going to set up some breakout rooms with some different ways that you could use Flip as a trainer. And so you'll be able to choose your breakout room and then spend a little more time exploring Flip and maybe setting it up. And then if time allows, we'll come back and debrief together. All right, so the next is our Flip introduction. And Flip is a free video discussion tool from Microsoft. How many of you had heard of Flip before this meeting? You can either use your reactions to give a thumbs up if you've heard of it, or is this something that's new to most folks?
New. It's new.
Pretty new. Well, cool. So this is good. Yeah. So Flip, because we're all learning together, but Flip is a free app from Microsoft and it allows asynchronous video discussion. So that means people can record videos and contribute to a discussion at different times and from different places. And Microsoft's mission with Flip is that it can be a tool to make learning fun, accessible, fulfilling, and very engaging for your learners. One of the cool things about Flip is there's no limit to the number of conversations that you can have, and there's no limit to the number of people that can participate in a conversation. These next three slides were actually prepared by Microsoft, and they just kind of give a quick overview of the steps that you would take as a trainer to use Flip. And I also want to mention that Flip is available on a browser, and it's also available on your phone as an app that you can download. People can access Flip on their phones without having the app, but if they want to record a video, they'll have to download the free app. But for you to use Flip, there's really, as a trainer, there's 3 steps. The first thing someone would do once they've made an account is create a group. And a group is kind of like your community. So as a trainer, perhaps you've got a course and you would create a group for that particular course. Or maybe you're teaching a Super Saturday at a program where you're doing 2 3-hour trainings for just one program. So you might set up a group of that staff, but the group is kind of your community. And then once you have your group set up, you will spark a discussion with topics. And Microsoft describes topics as kind of like a question or a discussion prompt. And so you can have as many topics as you want within a group. And for each topic, people can post videos and have video discussions. And there's lots of options for people to kind of make the videos really creative. So this topic that's shown here is on a community garden. And so if you had a group on a community garden, there might be a whole bunch of different topics relating to gardening that you could do. But once you've got the group set up and then you've got a topic set up, which is your discussion prompt, then as Microsoft says, you kind of watch the magic happen. And people can be invited to join your topics. You can send them a link. They can join by email. There is a way to set people up with usernames. And there's also a guest password. So let's say someone doesn't have an email, but they still want to join. You can give them a guest password and they can still contribute and make a video. So what questions, I know we went through that pretty quickly. Before we dive into making a video, what questions do you have at this point on Flip? Right. Sorry?
I don't have any right now.
Don't have any? Okay. Well, then the next thing is we are going to play together on making a Flip video. So in a minute, we're going to stop sharing our presentation and we'll briefly show you how to make a video. We're actually going to show you what it looks like in a computer screen. And then we're going to show you what it looks like from a phone screen as well. And then we'll give you some instructions and have everybody go off camera and make their video. And I am also going to Julie has put together a Scribe How, which is a really cool document that takes you screen by screen on how to record a video that you can go to. And I'm going to drop that in the chat right now. Okay. So as you're working on it, you can also open that up. So I think at this point, we're going to stop sharing our PowerPoint and we are going to share a little bit of Flip and show you kind of the basics of recording a video. So I'll turn it over to Julie to start.
We'll start right from the beginning. So you go into your browser and it's flip.com. Great. All right. So when you get a link to a topic to record a video, here's what you should do. And I am going to have to stop sharing my face here because you're going to see it in my screen share. So let me go to Zoom. Zoom screen sharing. Stop video. So you should still hear me, but you won't see me through that. There's this pink record button. Does everybody see the pink record button? So you click the pink record button. I'm going to move stuff off of this. And now is everybody seeing these the camera with create video audio at the bottom?
We are seeing your camera.
Okay. So when you go in to record a video, here are some fun options that you have. You can pick a backdrop. You can blur your background, and we're all probably used to doing that from Zoom calls, or it's got all these fancy backgrounds you can play with and put behind yourself. You can also, they have different lenses. So if you don't want your face shown, here I'm a bear, hello. Or I kind of like this one. On air, it's got an on air sign and a microphone in front of you. If you want to wear a party hat, it's got confetti and a party hat. So you can pick your lens or your backdrop. So sure, I'll wear a party hat for this demo. And then when it's time to record, this big center button, all you have to do is click 3, 2, 1. And here I am recording my video. You see how this turned into a stop button. So I know that it's recording. So I'm going to talk until I'm done, and then I'm going to click stop. And then you can click next. And here I am recording my video. You see how this turned into a stop button. So I know that it's recording. So I'm going to talk until I'm done, and then I'm going to click. And there's my video. Recording. That's fine. If you wanted to split it, you could. If you wanted to add audio to your track, you could go and add, it's got my video. You see how this turned into a stop button. So I know that it's recording. So I'm going to talk until I'm done, and then I'm going to click. But for now, I'm going to next. Then you can title your video. So my great video. You can edit what image it shows because it might have caught your face in a funny pose. So if you can select frames, so you can click it until, is there somewhere I'm smiling? Or if you're like, I don't want people to see my picture, you can cancel. They actually have add name tag, and there's my name. and you can pick how you want it to look. And confirm and post a topic. And then they give you a share link if you want to share it with other people outside of Flip. But for now, I'm just going to go back to the topic. That's one I recorded with Sharon earlier. And this is the one I just did, is showing you how to use it. So does anybody have any questions? No, I'm seeing some no's.
I have a
All right.
question.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know when you said you could share the link with people that are not in this Flip
Yes.
group or whatever?
Yes.
So do they have to have Flip to be able to watch the video?
If they have the link, they should be able to come in with the guest code that I put in. If you've set it up with the guest code, and ours is welcome with an exclamation point and a capital W. So they should be able to come in, April, and view the videos. And they should even be able to do that on their phone.
Okay. Well, if nobody has questions about the desktop version, Sharon was going to share it on mobile for those of you who would do this on your phones. So I'm going to stop my screen share.
Yep, I'm going to share, I'm going to attempt, and I also will say I have an iPhone, so it is highly possible that you, it may look slightly different if you have an Android phone. So, all right. Now, let me get to the right thing because we want to take you to Flip. All right, so is everybody now seeing the screen that says, tell about your favorite place in the world? And I'm kind of blocking it with my Zoom up at the top, but are you all seeing that?
Yes.
Okay, so when you are on your phone, it's pretty similar to what Julie showed you. There's not a pink record box. It just opens up and you can record. And so if you wanted to start recording, you would just hit, oh, let me hit it on my phone. You would hit record, and then you get this. You can do the background if you want, but if you don't want to, you can just start recording. And then when you hit stop, it stops it. So I'm going to X out of that. I'm going to tell it not to save. But basically, it's pretty easy for people to use on their phone. And you can, you know, if you don't want to make your video real fancy, you can just hit that white record circle that's at the bottom and record it and then say next and then post it.
And the same way that we create recorded videos, you can actually respond and comment on other people's videos with video as well. So that's another way to help build community.
And in a minute, we are actually going to, so we created this as kind of this topic, tell us about your favorite place in the world, as a fun way to just practice making a video. So let me just, before I stop sharing, we're going to give you a direction slide to go to this topic, and you're going to go off camera and mute your Zoom, and you're going to record a very short flip on Flip. And Julie and I are going to be in the Zoom meeting. So if you have issues, you can unmute and come and ask us. And you're going to say your name and then share your favorite place in the world, one of your favorite places. And we're talking a 15 to 30-second video. When you go into Flip, do you see this thing with the blue that shows me? If you click that, that kind of gives you the directions. So once you've clicked on that link that's in the chat to the Flip topic, this will give you the directions.
All right, the next thing we are going to do is to split into groups and let you practice making a topic. When you are in Flip, this plus on the left-hand side, if you click that, you can create a group. So you're mostly probably going to have adult learners in your groups, at least for the purposes of your early childhood credential. So you pick adult, you can pick a background, or again, upload a background for your group and enter the group name. Just type right on the screen there and you click create. You can use this topic for right now. We're just setting it up. So I'm going to close this. It gives you some default topics. If you don't want them, you can click to the right and delete topic. But one of the things you could use this for in an online course would be if you were going to do a welcome post to have your learners get to introduce themselves to each other. So if you go to the topic and you click on the topic, actually it wasn't there. See, this is the fun of a playground. First of all, let me refresh. And
You could just add a new topic, Julie, if you
yeah,
click
that's
on
probably the easiest
yeah.
thing. I'll add a topic and then you can type your prompt. So introduce yourself. And then you can add more, let's see, like share your name. Let's see, and favorite flavor of ice cream, for example. And then you click record video here. If you want to, and I'm still, my camera's on in Zoom, so I'm going to stop and retry. There we go. And then the recording process is exactly the same as when you are responding to a topic to make the video to go with the topic. So you would go ahead and record. We'll show it to you again real quickly. Record your video. Here's my wonderful video. And there's some other things here. If you wanted to type some text that had your topic, introduce yourself, favorite ice cream. And you could actually put that on top of your video. You can move it where you want. There are other things over here too. If you want to play, there are stickers. Together we can, and you can put stickers on, you can draw. But for now, I'm gonna next quickly record your video. And again, you can edit the cover, select confirm. Not the best screenshot, but whatever. Submit. And it'll take a minute. And it's the hurry up and wait game while it saves your file. We all love that with lots of different apps. And then you click create topic. And now you see that video I just made is now here at the top with the topic, the title we created, the description, and it's ready for your learners to record. So I'm going to go ahead and stop for a second. All right. Let me share.
I won't share my phone on this one, Julie, in the interest of time, but
Yeah.
I will tell you it's pretty similar. You'll add that there's the pink plus to set up a group. And then once you've got a group, then there's a plus to add a topic.
All right. So some possible ways that you could use Flip. You could use it for an icebreaker and an opener. It could be a discussion board or a think spot in an online training. It could be a brainstorming tool. You could also do transfer of learning or even learning boosts. Anybody have any other ideas on how you could use Flip, a video discussion in your courses?
And
Okay.
I think it really can depend on what kind of delivery method you're using. For example, for face-to-face, it can be great for that transfer of learning after the training. For an independent study or a web-based on demand, it can be really helpful for an icebreaker or an opener, or even some of those discussion board or think spots. And any delivery method, you could use it for a brainstorming.
All right, so now we're going to give you some more playground time. It's your turn to play with creating flips. So we're going to set up, if we haven't, 4 rooms that you can join based on how you think you might use flip. So if you want to hang out with people who want to try to make welcome or icebreaker video flips, that we set that as room 1. You could do that in independent or on-demand courses, video discussion boards or think spots. So where you want learners to reflect, you could even have them be required to respond to 2 or 3 of their peers in the course reflections and comment on that. Small group video reports. You might be in a face-to-face where you're doing small groups, but you really don't have the time to come back and debrief and have every group go. So you could actually have them record together in a group. If they went to different corners or out in the hallway where sound would work, you could have them record their report back so everybody could watch it later. Or again, those transfer of learning activities. So learners could do follow-up or show their implementation progress by recording a quick video. Because sometimes it's a lot quicker to record a video than it is to type an email with the details that you want. It might be quicker just to speak it than to try to type it out. So let's see, do we have our groups set up?
We do. Should I go ahead and open them and let people choose?
Yep, these you get to join your group. Now, a lot of calls will send you to a group. So you want to actually click on breakout rooms at the bottom and then choose your room.
And then when they're in the room, Julie, what do you want them to do?
We have that scribe how that says how to set up a group. So you can work together or independently and brainstorm with each other and work on setting up something that you can actually use in one of your courses. So Sharon's got the names there for you to choose your room and then click the blue join button next to the title of the room you want to join.
And we're going to give you about 15 minutes and we will pop in and out of the rooms. And you can also come back to the main room if you've got questions as well. And if you get done early, feel free to come back to the main room. I think everybody's back. So
I think we're back.
about,
Yes.
Yeah. How about real quickly? I don't know, because there was some great discussion in breakout room 1, and I know we've only got a couple minutes left, but just for a quick debrief, what was the experience like for you with using Flip, either making a video or thinking about using it in your training? Does anybody have any feedback they want to share? You can either unmute or put something in chat.
I have something real quick that I don't know if anybody else logged in the same way that I did. So I did not log in through Microsoft because it said that I had to get my admin's approval. So I just went ahead and used my Google account to log in, and the options were different. So I don't know if that's normal, but like I couldn't change my background. The create options didn't exist when you log in with a Google account. So just putting that out there. I don't know if anybody else used Google, but that was what I found.
Is your
I
Google
had some
account
of
a
those
school
same
account?
challenges too.
Yeah. My Google account is not, it's just a personal account.
Weird, because I didn't have restrictions. Like I was logged in with a Google account.
Oh,
So,
okay. I don't
interesting.
know. It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
My
was
screen looked different.
yeah, she was the one that did the art, created a whole thing, and it's not there. Which is
Wow. Were you able to do the basics, Emily, of setting up a group?
Yeah.
And okay.
Yeah, no, that was all fine. It was just when you actually, there weren't all those options to like change your background and do all the cool stuff on your actual video when you were recording.
That's helpful feedback to know, because yeah, we've set it up with our UK Gmail and it hasn't been a problem, but the technology, interesting, the things you learn.
April, I saw your question. The question is, can you download these or embed them? Sharon, did you get that far? Do you know, can you embed these videos other places? I think you can.
I know you can download your videos
Okay.
once you've got an account set up. I think I might have seen an embed link. We can check into that and let everybody know. I think if you were going to just record a video clip, like a tool like Loom might be a way to do it. But if you wanted to record a video clip and then have people post video responses or something, then you might want to do it through Flip. Or comments or questions? How about making the video? What, other than being noisy for all of us, what was that like for everybody?
I thought it was pretty easy, but I've taught online for years, but the instructions, it was just kind of like step by step by step by step. And I think because you gave us the link, it was so much easier because we just clicked on it and it took us there. So that helps a lot. And we were even talking about that in the small groups. The easier we could make it for the participants, I think the better. So
Well, that's awesome. All right. Well, thank you. Well, I think in the interest of time, we're going to move on. And yet Patrice said have to play around. I agree completely. And then, so yes, if you have any questions on Flip, please do reach out to your regional training coach. We are here to help. And if one of us can't answer a question, there's 6 others of us that we can collaborate with. So please do reach out.
Also, if you have not seen in your emails, FET 380 Part 1 is available and live for you to register for. This is a course that teaches you to build your first online course. The first half of the course really goes over more of the technical how-to of building a course. And then Part 2, you can pick a platform to focus on, and we'll take you step by step through setting up a course. I know the WordPress half, the pre-work for that is kind of figuring out your platform, and we step by step, we take you through that, creating a style guide and creating a training plan. And then at the face-to-face day, we'll actually help you with like where to click and how to get it installed and set up, and help you get comfortable putting content in. And then your final project for those courses is a completed course. So by the end of this course, you'll have a course to put on TRIS to offer to learners. So if that's something you're interested in, you can go to the HDI online website to sign up for that, or use the bit.ly links that's been sent out. I think it is on Facebook, and the August Traders Connection. If one of you, who's leading that one? You want to?
That'd be me and Glenna.
You want to say anything else, or is the screen enough?
This is about all it right now.
Okay.
We don't have all the details worked out yet. We are meeting soon though.
Okay. So there's your August Trainer Connection. If you want to mark it on your calendar.
I just popped the registration link into the chat too, if you want to go ahead and register. It looks like it's going to be a cool session. So
yes, I like your image a lot. And that's all we've got for today. So if you don't have any more questions, as you spend time playing with Flip, if you have questions, reach out. Yeah.
Thank you all for coming and for playing with us and exploring in our kind of different format.